What's going on, everybody? This is Copy801, and today got a really fun topic for you. So, uh, nothing serious today. Usually I like to have a topic, have somebody come on and do that topic. But we are going to have one of my buddies come on, and we're going to do superhero battles. So, you remember my show was on at Fridays at about 9:30. I did it for the first time. I did it at 9:30 on Sundays. It will, for now, going forward, be 9 o'clock on Sunday. I forgot. Stupid me forgot that the herd is on at 10 o'clock. So, again, the show will be about an hour long, and you'll switch back and forth, all that good shit. You know how it goes. But I'm going to introduce my guest. And none of you know him, and that's fine. Because this will be his first introduction to the YouTube community over here. And we have King KHAMA.
Robbie, nice to see you.
What's going on, man? How are you?
Good. How's everybody doing? I'm doing all right.
So far, so good. You know how things go. I got off work. Had to do a couple quick things for this. And, yeah. That is about it. What about you, man?
Hanging in there, I just got back home. I doing some furniture shopping. I'm renovating some floors. I'm getting rid of some old furniture, getting some new ones. So
nice.
Trying to upgrade. All
right. What are you getting? You getting a swing for your room? You getting a pole?
Nah, man. I'll leave that pole and swing to you, my friend. I'll leave that to you. But I'm thinking maybe, I'll have some neon lights going on on the ceiling, whatever, maybe a disco ball. I'm trying to, really pump up the party for when I'm feeling frisky.
Okay. Well, I'm proud of you. Not everybody could admit that. Not everyone could admit that.
You got to be. We're here for a good time, not a long time.
That is very true. That is a true statement, people.
Yeah.
But before we go into, the type of person you are, what kind of comic book cred, all that good stuff you got, I'm just going to say hello to a couple people that are here. I'm expecting more people, because the herd's not on for another half hour. But we've got Something Wong. And we got HK Wifey. Those two have been in the chat for the past half hour, just talking back and forth. I was debating interrupting, but I'm like, nah. And then we got Dave Collects. He did a really cool live stream earlier today. If anybody hasn't watched it, just sub up his channel. Check it out. They were talking about Golden Age. They were talking about Golden Age books from what I gathered. So, yeah. So let's talk about you for a second. So what type of, how did you get into the comic book community and all that good stuff,
Like everyone in my age range, Cartoon Network as a kid, bro. Batman, the animated series, Superman, the animated series, fucking Justice League, all of that. That was literally me. I was obsessed. And you know me, Rob. I hyper focus on things, and so I get interested in something, and I have to deep dive into it. And that led me to anime and all that figures and all that other stuff. So I kind of just lost myself in that world. Goodbye, sports. Hello, anime and manga and 2D girls.
Well, listen, man. I mean, just based on the thumbnail, like, look how excited you look. This guy looks like he just found the Holy Grail.
Yep.
So happy.
What can I say? I'm like I said, I'm deep dived and never went back.
Well, that's usually how it goes. A lot of people that have gotten an introduction in comics, especially like whether it be whatever, DC, Marvel, Independent, they'll hop on and then they'll hop off. But when they hop back on again, once that second time comes around, it's just like you're making up for however many years that you didn't collect. And it's you just go, there's only one speed and it's go.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I actually recently started getting into some Gundam models where you build the model yourself. I have like my set of tools where I'm very delicate to put these things together. And I didn't want to get into it because I was like, I know this is going to be too much fun, and yeah, it's gonna. My friend bought it to me, and I had to go home to my girlfriend and be like, "So I have a problem. I originally wanted one thing, and I bought four." And she was like, "Yeah, it was only a matter of time." So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah,
I could see you going along, looking around, just kind of, just little things.
Yeah.
With the freaking glasses and all that stuff.
Yeah. It's actually pretty funny to see. I have my little scissors to like cut the pieces out. Like it's a whole thing.
Oh man, I don't know what would be like who's happier, like you when you finish things off, or like this guy right over here. I think it's the same thing. That's you leaving to go to work and turning around and looking at something you just built. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I did that. Yep, absolutely. Hello, Rob. Robbie. I can't hear you, Robbie. Yeah, he broke. All right, guys, if it's just me, then guys, please tell me you guys have read this.
I don't know what happened.
You froze out, and I was like, well, I guess it's just me. Let's talk Invincible. I was literally gonna be like, I've got the entire series. Let's talk Invincible. I was gonna go get the other books. We were gonna go through the whole thing. It was gonna be a whole thing. I was gonna be like, all right, guys, I've got manga. If you wanna watch me build some models, I was gonna get my kit. We were gonna do a whole thing. So I was ready.
I appreciate that. I don't know what the hell's going on. My internet's been shit for the past 2 days, and it's just. I was really hoping this wouldn't happen today, and I don't know why. Oh, we got Real Rude. What's going on, man? You're gonna witness me doing an Ultron in a few minutes. I can feel it right now. So, long story short, with Real Rude, one time he was on a stream and his internet went out, but it went out slowly. So his voice just got like each thing he said just got like longer, so it sounded like it was robotic.
That's crazy. Dave's like everybody's having YouTube issues lately. Oh damn.
All right, good. So I don't feel so bad. So that means I'm not the only one.
You're not the only one.
All right. Well, thank God for that. But before more shit happens, whole point to today, superhero battles, and not ones you're gonna think. So we came up with a list of 10 superhero battles, 1 versus 2, and we're gonna discuss it. Hopefully, come to a consensus as to who wins. I mean, we can agree to disagree. That's absolutely fine. But we'll do a little debate, and you guys can debate in the chat too. What do you think the outcome will be? And to start it off, we got a really good matchup. So, matchup number 1. We have Blue Marvel versus Black Adam. Blue Marvel versus Black Adam. What do you think, man? Who do you think wins?
I'm giving it to Blue Marvel. I'm giving it to Blue Marvel. I'm giving it to Blue Marvel, man.
Now, I didn't know about his powers, and I read up on them, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, this guy is
This guy's Oh. HK Wifey and Dave, you're both going Black Adam. And you're a Marvel guy, Dave. I don't know, man. Blue Marvel's thing, the antimatter. Did you see it, Rob?
Yes.
Like, I don't know. Black Adam doesn't have anything to defend against that.
Yes, he does. He has his intelligence and the sheer guile that I'm going Black Adam, and for the reason, he's really, really powerful. He might not quite be at Blue Marvel, but you have to remember, this guy has thousands of years of experience, and we were talking who would win in a fight. Yes.
Yeah.
Versus hypothetical versus battle. Who would win in a fight? Black Adam is more clever. He is better trained. He's also magical based, which we don't know how that would affect Blue Marvel. We don't know how that would affect him.
See, Dave agrees. It's a tough one. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm saying. You're right. Black Adam has lived longer, but Blue Marvel has super genius intellect. He might on par with like Dr. Doom.
He might have a genius intellect, but Black Adam has the intelligence of a god. He has ancient intelligence.
Real rude. For a quick rundown on Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel is essentially Black Superman. His comic origins is that he was like around during like the Kennedy presidency, and he was a superhero back then. He wore a mask, et cetera, and he was everyone's favorite hero. He was the hero that after Captain America, et cetera, et cetera. And then everyone found out that he was black. And so President Kennedy was like, hey, like, we appreciate everything that you've done for your country, et cetera. But we don't think the country's ready for like a black superhuman thing. So he then gave up being a superhero, became a college professor, et cetera, et cetera. And now he's back on being a hero again. This time, no mask. He's on teams like the new Avengers, et cetera, et cetera. But he's got some pretty awesome powers, antimatter, energy absorption physiology. He's got super strength, the invulnerability, et cetera, flight. He can manipulate antimatter. He can manipulate matter. He has hyper cosmic awareness. He's a super genius, et cetera, et cetera. So that's just a quick rundown on him. So we're all on the same page.
But I know he is overpowered. Like he's like super overpowered. Like him and Superman going at it.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have to depend on which iteration of Superman, but you have to think about this. Black Adam has magic on his side, plus the experience that he's gained ruling an entire nation for years and years and years. He is thousands of years old. He has experience, and he's able to actually like gain more power because he is an avatar of Shazam.
Yeah.
Technically, if you remember this with the Shazam family, so Billy Batson is pretty much like the herald of Shazam.
Yeah, I remember.
But the less people that use the power, the more concentrated it is. It's like taking a bottle. This thermos is full. This is the full extent of the power. And then you split it. So you split it in half, and then you go more and more.
Right.
So if Black Adam, now mind you, Black Adam, Teth Adam is always Black Adam. So he's had this power. He just doesn't use it and go. He has it. And he knows it in and out. And when Billy Batson isn't Shazam, Black Adam has the full power of the wizard, the full power at his might, which is like cosmic level power. The wizard Shazam is on the quintessence, which is like the freaking which is like the living tribunal in Marvel. Like this is huge power.
Yeah.
Huge power. The only reason why I think he ekes out a win is experience.
Here's the thing, though. I think that the experience only takes him so far. I don't think we're thinking about how powerful Blue Marvel actually is. Like, in the comics, they talk about how a gram of antimatter, which is what powers Blue Marvel, could destroy an entire city. An entire city, a gram of it. So, like, that's absolutely insane. He has way more like powerful feats. There was another character. His name is Hyperion. He's literally a Superman copycat. Literally gets powers, et cetera, et cetera. There was a storyline where a Hyperion went around to different worlds, killing other Hyperions and absorbing their power, and he became like a King Hyperion. And then he came to the main Marvel universe, and Blue Marvel was the one that kicked his ass. Yes, Squadron Supreme, exactly. And Blue Marvel was the one that kicked his ass. So that guy literally, yeah. Yep, regret now we're getting first Blue Marvel, exactly. So it's like that guy literally if you imagine a Superman going around killing all the other Supermans, absorbing their superpowers, becoming the ultimate Superman, to then get beat up by Blue Marvel. You know what I mean? And we have to take into effect the man's matter manipulation, his hyper cosmic awareness. Like
I
he
don't know.
I don't know. It's literally he's been fucking his awareness has been compared to Spider-Man. Like his strength is on a, like on a completely different level. He's told that he could only the only other people that could hit as hard as him is like Thor and like Hulk. He's beat down like world crusher Hulk. He has amazing feats of strength.
I don't know if it's enough, but we could talk about this for hours. We're gonna agree to disagree and call this stalemate.
Stalemate. I agree. I could go for that.
Stalemate, because we can't decide.
I could go for that. Chat. I feel like chat's definitely feeling Blue Marvel.
Yeah, they are.
I'm just gonna take that as a win for myself. You and me, chat. We got this.
All right, whatever makes you feel better. All right, next one I feel like is going to be a little bit more clear cut. We got the elongated man versus Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. I'm elongated man.
Honestly,
not just because he's DC, he's got more experience. He's more. Yeah. Oh, thank you. All right.
I agree. Okay. But Miss Marvel is getting her ass kicked. She's literally going to get her face punched in for sure.
Okay. Yeah, because this guy,
he's more experienced. Like he's done more things. He has more feats. Like, yeah.
All right.
What's elongated man's like biggest like strength feat?
I don't even remember. It had to have been something on like Justice League International or something like that. He's done some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah,
he's done some pretty crazy stuff.
Miss Marvel's biggest like lifting strength feat was like she held back a few train cars, and that's pretty much it. Like, yeah.
All right, clear cut. We got elongated man.
Elongated man wins easy. Agreed.
And he can shapeshift. Yes.
Yeah.
And be random objects.
That's true. That's true. Miss Marvel can only. I mean, she can shapeshift, but like
not to this degree though.
Not to
like,
other objects. No. But she can definitely like change her like size and like look like different people. She's elastic, you know.
Like elongated man has the elasticity powers and the shape-shifting abilities. Like he's not as advanced as Plastic Man, but he's kind of close.
Yeah.
He's no one to sneeze at.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I think he definitely beats her for sure.
All right. Now we got another. So this one is for the Marvel people, which I know is about 90% of you, because the only DC people that I know, 100% DC people, we got Tony in the chat, and I appreciate you coming by, man. You come to a lot of my shows, and I appreciate that, but I got to appease people. But right now we've got Taskmaster versus Moon Knight. Taskmaster versus Moon Knight.
Ooh.
And oh man. All right, so Real Rude is DC too. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Dave Taskmaster, I'm feeling that, Dave.
Honestly, Moon Knight is crazy. Moon's crazy. He's got like 12 different personalities, but like Taskmaster is so expertly trained.
Yeah,
and he's so lethal that
but Moon Knight, he's compared to Punisher, to Daredevil. These guys are no laughing joke. Master of multiple martial arts, weapon mastery. Like, he's a marksman. He's got low level regeneration, so that's kind of a thing too.
I'm honestly going to say Moon Knight, and the only reason why is because he has like 12 or 14 different personalities locked in his
Yep.
head.
Yep.
So he could fight under one fighting style and then switch it up so fast that Taskmaster might not know what to do. It might catch somebody off guard, but if you're in a street level fight with some weapons, even like a sword, a knife, something, and you slip up for even a second, you're done. I feel like that's the advantage Moon Knight has. And I feel like that's the only advantage.
But here's the thing, though, just devil's advocate. We've seen Taskmaster like fight someone like that he's never fought before, and during the fight, copy their fighting style. So even if Moon Knight changes to a new fighting style, Taskmaster can fight him with Moon Knight's old fighting style until he gets used to the new fighting style. So it's there's a delay, but Taskmaster can still like copy that style and like come through, and it might be a delay, but it's still gonna happen. And I think he can stay in the fight long enough for him to get the new like moves down. And I feel like once he gets it down, he has analytical prediction. So he can anticipate and once he has it down, he can anticipate new moves. 100%.
He might be able to do that, but it's that delay. It's that delay that's such a gray area. That's the only reason why I have to give it to Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Because that's it, because he could do something that he just completely doesn't expect. Yeah, he's analytical. Yes, he's very good with that, but he might just eke out a win. It's really situational. I'm talking like 55% Moon Knight, 45% Taskmaster. This isn't like a 90-10 like it was with the last matchup. This is like this. Barely. But that can flip because it's so close.
Right. Okay, then I have a question then. If we change some of the scenarios regarding the fight, like let's say we give Moon Knight a couple days prep, like he knows he's going after. I mean, we give Taskmaster a couple days prep, so he knows he's going after Moon Knight. You know what I mean? And he does research. Are you thinking Taskmaster wins then?
Honestly, I'm going to say there's so much situational stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to say draw. I'm going to say draw. So, first one was a push. The second one was a win for elongated man. And this one, I'm going to say push. Because you could there's so many different variables, and they're so like expertly trained and so like such fighting machines that I'm going to say draw. Because you could flip a coin 10 times and that'll be each fight.
That's very fair.
All right. So
I think it's a really close call with that one.
Draw. Yeah, even Dave, he goes, yeah, close call.
Yeah.
Very close. All right. Next. Now, this is something we've discussed, and we actually so I was on my way home from work, and then we were talking about stuff, and this came up, and we got into like a 5-minute discussion. I'm like, yo, we got to save this for the show. So, this is one you're not going to expect. Because if you could predict this, I swear to God, I don't know what the hell's with
Mind
you.
reader. Mind reader.
All right. We have Adam Eve from Invincible. Adam Eve versus Killer Frost. So Adam Eve from Invincible versus Killer Frost.
I want to see. I want to see what chat says first. Who do they think is going to win?
I
Before
don't even know. They're still on they're still on
it's a
Taskmaster right now.
taskmaster.
They're just like, "Oh my god, oh my god." So, all right, so the powers. So Adam Eve's powers are she is the ability of molecular manipulation. She can manipulate things on a molecular level, and she can transmutate matter, which means that she can take object A, a piece of gum, and make object B, a cell phone. She can turn anything into anything. She can take things from the air. She can take particles from the air and create water. She can also heal people because she has molecular manipulation. This is not inanimate objects. This is organic and inorganic matter. In Invincible, she has been shown to heal people under extreme duress if they are organic. Now, she has a mental block in place that that prevents her from healing people. However, it can be used in very, very, very tight situations. But we're not talking about mental block. We're talking full powers, full abilities. So omit the mental block. Now, you have Killer Frost, who is a heat vampire. She thrives off of absorbing the heat from other things. This could be a person, an object, a chemical reaction like a fire. This could be anything heat related. And Killer Frost has the ability to manipulate any water molecule. Now, you might say, okay, she can manipulate the ocean. She can manipulate fresh water. Remember, any liquid, almost any liquid, if it is a liquid, it has some concentration of water. Most of the time, by default. Our blood has water. Your car has water. Any inanimate object that is around us has water inside of it because the atmosphere has water vapor. And this is not just true on terrestrial side. This is also true in space.
They found water
Planets in our
on Mars on something recently.
yeah, planets have water, and it's not even just it doesn't have to be frozen. It could also be vaporized. Venus, the atmosphere of Venus is a high concentration of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. So Killer Frost has the ability to absorb heat and manipulate water. Now, because of this, heat is a form of energy. Adam Eve has shown the ability to project energy. She could take energy and she can throw it, or she can make energy constructs. So that energy has heat. Killer Frost can absorb that. And they both have very high stamina. Now, Killer Frost in the comics, she has a mental block as well. Her mental block is her self-confidence. So she's a very unconfident hero. Or anti-hero, whichever
Whichever.
period of time.
Yeah. Or a villain, really.
Yeah, she's been a villain too.
Yeah.
Now, based on that, I would say Killer Frost.
Okay.
Now, what do you think, KHAMA?
I have to go Adam Eve, man. I have to go Adam Eve.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah, I have to go Adam Eve, man. So yeah, the molecular manipulation, you know, the matter manipulation too. It's okay. All right. So let me hear your reasoning for why you think Killer Frost.
I think Killer Frost for a couple of very good reasons, and this I didn't tell you about the other day.
Okay.
So, molecules move, yes?
Yes.
All atoms move, and
Yes.
they create heat.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
The atoms in my finger are moving. The
Correct.
atoms in this gum are moving.
Mm-hmm.
Not very fast, not very far,
Yeah.
but
They're
they're
moving.
moving.
Yeah.
Because they have a small amount of heat. They have the radiant heat of the atmosphere, which is at approximately 70 to 75 degrees,
Mm-hmm.
right? Room temperature.
Yeah.
All right? Adam Eve has the ability to manipulate that energy.
Correct.
Yes?
Correct.
Killer Frost has the ability to take that energy away.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So, not only could Killer Frost absorb all of the heat from Adam Eve, she can also slow the molecules down. She can slow things down to the point of absolute zero, where she takes all of the heat. And if you take all heat and all movement stops, there is no hope. There is no hope. Because if you're not, if no molecule is moving, as long as she prevents you from moving, then you can't do anything. You are literally frozen on ice.
Yeah. But here's the thing. It depends on how fast she can absorb that heat. Because Adam Eve, her powers are done based on willpower, right? So as long as she can have enough consciousness to use her abilities, she can use her abilities. She can make atoms move. She could create heat. She could use create energy construction. She could literally control the elements.
Kinda.
Yeah, exactly. She's had absolutely incredible feats. You've seen some of her feats of her controlling and manipulating the environment, changing matter. The thing is that since we've taken away the blocks of her mental block of being able to affect organic matter, Killer Frost, man, Killer Frost is not going to be able to deal with it. Killer Frost is not going to be able to deal with it. What if Adam Eve can theoretically heat up Killer Frost's own atoms and defrost her cells? He
But
can
again,
theoretically change the physiology of Killer Frost, therefore depowering her and turning her into Caitlin Snow.
but at the same time, that also depends on her will and her determination. Because she has, throughout the entire Invincible story, she, even though she has that mental block, she just doesn't have that ferocity and determination that Killer Frost does. When Killer Frost says she's going to do something, she does it. She has this sort of cockiness and confidence about her that Adam Eve cannot match. Adam Eve has gotten her ass handed to her.
So you're saying she's
Very
gonna lose
badly.
because she doesn't have it in her to go all the way?
That is a weakness. That is a weakness. I will say that is a weakness because she might be able to do that, but at the same time, all Killer Frost would need to do is just absorb the energy that if she's trying to change her physiology, she just needs to absorb the energy that's trying to change her physiology. That's it. That is all she would need to do. Because I've seen Adam Eve get a lot more tired than Killer Frost and a lot more often than Killer Frost. Because her mental block is about organic matter. We have to take into account the personality themselves.
Mm.
That is the main reason why Killer Frost will win.
But we've
in my
already
opinion.
discussed that Killer Frost has insecurity issues.
But remember, we blew that out of the water. Each of them had their own blocks. Adam Eve was on organic manipulation, and Killer Frost is on her confidence. Now, meanwhile, she doesn't have confidence issues all the time, just some of the time. But if we remove that, and she's got confidence all the time, hands down, she wins before Adam Eve could even think to do anything. And I got to say hello to Justin Nerd. What's going on, dear sir? I hope you got some KFC tonight. And we got J2. What up, J2? How are we doing? Thank you for joining. That's why I give it to Killer Frost.
That's why you give it to Killer Frost.
They have such their power, if unlocked, is beyond crazy.
Cosmic level.
You could literally, and this is how crazy someone like Killer Frost and Adam Eve could be. Adam Eve could have similar powers of molecular manipulation to Dr. Manhattan, and Killer Frost could defeat Dr. Manhattan. So this is so these are people that are street level that have enormous powers if given the right opportunity.
Enormous potential. Adam Eve is literally a reality warper. She has the ability to warp reality on a microscopic level. So it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe.
Are we calling another push?
I'm calling another push. But I also want to see what chat thinks. What is chat like from what they've heard so far? What does chat think? Because Adam Eve can regenerate, has resurrected herself.
She has.
She has. And not just resurrected herself to whatever age she died. She resurrected herself and de-aged herself to her prime age.
So that's true too.
That elemental skill, energy creation, energy blast, telekinesis, force fields. She's got an amazing power set.
She does, and it's not something people would think. But
no, definitely not.
20 minutes later, we're calling this a push because this is a situational thing. This is so situational.
I agree.
All right, now that we got that out of the way, we got one that people would probably expect but not expect. We got Namor versus this fucking Spock-looking motherfucker versus
Spock baby
versus Aquaman. And my answer might surprise you. I'm going Namor.
Really?
Yes.
Why? I'm actually very interested why you think that. Because I agree, but I didn't think you would agree with me.
I am going Namor because he's practically as ruthless as Black Adam.
Yeah.
And if you get two people with the same power set, and you get one that's just completely ruthless. Like you can't, because they're gonna fight dirty. They're gonna
Yeah.
do what they gotta do. You know, like Arthur Curry, Aquaman, he has morals.
Morals.
Namor,
Has
not so much.
no morals.
Yeah,
Yo, I
yes.
agree, J2. It's crazy that he said Namor. I agree.
Yeah.
I wasn't expect. I was gonna go down a whole thing about how Namor was gonna kick Aquaman's ass, and he already beat me to it.
Yeah. I'm
I
gonna say
agree.
yeah. I
I agree.
seriously believe that. Have we ever done these?
Captain America versus Deathstroke, Thor versus Shazam.
I would say
Ooh,
honestly, Deathstroke would beat Captain America.
I agree. Deathstroke would be Captain America. I agree.
Thor versus Shazam, that's situational. That's really situational because you have one that's a god and one with the powers of a god. So, and if Star Wars is allowed, Doctor Doom versus Vader would win.
Boba Fett versus Batman.
Boba Fett, Batman.
Ooh,
I'm going to say Batman on that. And I'm going to say Vader versus Doctor Doom. I'd say Vader would win.
really? I'm thinking Doom would win.
I feel like that's another situational one. We
Yeah,
can explore it. We might do a part 2.
yeah.
So just keep
We
that.
should do a part 2 for sure.
So let's keep that in the back. All right, so we won on that. Now this one, okay, so we did cosmic, we did street level, we did overpowered. Let's go mythical. Death of the Endless versus Lucifer Morningstar.
Who are you thinking, Rob?
Now, just to educate people, Death of the Endless. Death of the Endless is the avatar of death across the multiverse. This is not, you know, like how Green Lanterns had their version of death, have Necron, the Flash have the Black Racer, you know, all that good stuff. No. Death of the Endless
Is the personification of death.
Is the personification of death.
Yeah.
She is death. Like, is. These other people can claim that they're death. And the funny thing is, she's barely even aware of Necron. She's barely aware of the Black Racer. She said it herself.
Yeah.
And Lucifer Morningstar, divine being, former angel cast out of heaven to rule over hell. Now in this, he's no longer the ruler of hell. I believe Neron is the ruler of hell now.
Yeah.
But he still retains all of his powers, which are omnipotence, omniscience, immortality. He has divine powers of manipulation, matter manipulation, molecular manipulation. He's a divine being. He's a divine being. But he is not a concept. He is not the personification of evil. Therefore, because he is not an avatar of anything, even though he's a widely powerful divine being, I say death of the Endless, because you cannot defeat a concept.
But here's the thing. You can't defeat him either. He's literally told that the presence is the only one that can destroy him.
I didn't say destroy, defeat. This is a fight. You don't have to kill someone. Okay. But she would kick his ass. If she wanted to, she would kick his ass.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You can't beat a concept, man.
I mean, when the concept has a body, yes, you can.
But if the concept has all the powers of the concept, how can you defeat it?
Then let's think about, let's list out the powers here. I have the powers in front of me of Death of the Endless. I will list them out to you, okay? Nigh, omnipotence, personification of death, which includes the gift of death, the gift of life, immortality, magic, metamorphosis, illusion casting, omniscient, omnipresent, and teleportation. Those
Yeah.
are the powers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also can include darkness manipulation, matter.
Yeah, you got some fans, my dude. Sith said up there that you were good. This guy, he wants you to start a channel.
Wow, Dave, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so matter manipulation, darkness manipulation, energy manipulation, all those basic stuff. Now let's look at Lucifer Morningstar, okay? We already established all the omnis. He has all the omnis. He has biokinesis, chronokinesis, cosmic awareness, dimensional travel, elemental control, energy protection, enhanced intellect, flight, immortality, interstellar travel, invulnerability, magic, including deviation and clairvoyance, molecular reconstruction, necromancy, power distribution, resurrection, pyrokinesis, disintegration, thermal blast, reality alteration, size alteration, all the superhuman strength and et cetera, telekinesis, telepathy, and he has wings. He has wings, Rob. He has wings.
Oh, whoop-de fucking do. My dinner had wings. My dinner had wings.
All right. He could fly without the wings, but he has wings to prove that he could fly even if he didn't have the wings. That's all I'm saying, Rob. That's all I'm saying.
Well, listen, man. He's got some good powers, but he's not a concept. He's not a concept.
To some people, he is.
Well, that's all well and good. But if we're looking by the basis, he's not a concept. That's the only reason why Death of the Endless would win in my book. I feel like Death of the Endless would win. She is a concept.
But she has a body. I can't let Lucifer lose like this. Such a technicality. Such a small technicality. I can't let him lose.
But in your heart, you know he loses.
You just don't want him to
be beat by a teenage girl, by a goth teenage girl. Come on.
Exactly. Lucifer Morningstar, come on. The man's been around since the beginning of existence. Like, he was around before death was even a thing.
Him?
Yes.
Yeah, but he's not a concept. He's not a universal constant. Everything dies.
You're right. But where does death lead them? To Lucifer Morningstar.
Not anymore. Not the ruler of hell. He leads them. She leads them to Neron.
But for billions of years, he was.
Yeah, but you know what? He gave up his spot. He said, "Listen, man, I had enough of this shit. I'm gonna go frolic around and do my own shit." And he's doing that. He's super powerful.
He is.
But he's not a concept. He's not a universal constant. If he was the personification of evil, I would say draw. Yeah. But that's why I feel like she ekes out a small win.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. It's done. We agree that Death of the Endless is indeed an endless, which is yes, right? So Lucifer has been quoted to be more powerful than the endless as a collective.
What do you mean as a collective?
Okay, so we agree that the endless is a collective of concept beings, the dream, death, destiny, despair, etc., right?
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're talking about.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about now? The collective that was in the Sandman stories, those endless. Lucifer has been quoted to be more powerful than the Endless as an entirety.
I still can't wrap around my head about the concept. About an entire concept. Maybe he might have been more powerful when he was the ruler of hell. But he ain't anymore.
But the ruler of hell thing was a title to not his, it wasn't tied to his powers. His abilities weren't tied to the title.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, he's
push.
Literally only rivaled by his brother Michael and the Presence, who is the equivalent of the one above all. He is the God's God. Like,
he's literally, the Presence is an overweight man with a massive mustache that goes down to here.
Exactly, and he has a hat, nice suit.
Oh yeah, green suit.
Yeah, like,
or a child that looks the same.
Yeah, exactly.
You've seen that, right?
I have.
All right, maybe.
It
on a good day.
It has to be the case. I don't even care if it's even 51% to 49% Lucifer. Lucifer has to get that extra 1% to make it go. I promise.
I don't know.
I think I'm telling you, chat probably agrees with me. I'm telling you, chat probably agrees with me. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. Push.
Another one.
Oh, that proves just how good these are. Like,
yeah.
That's just proves how good. All right. Next up, and this one's going to be a little surprising. This might be a little surprising. Metron versus Thanos.
My money is on Metron. Hands down.
Metron versus Thanos. And this guy just added you on IG. You with your 3 posts. You got to start posting more shit, man.
Gotta start posting more. I'm sorry, I'm too busy reading comic books and watching anime. I'm building models in my free time. I don't know what you want me to take pictures of.
The models.
That's true. The models
and the books. Come on, people like books. There's hashtags for each day, dude. All right, so Metron. Metron is a member of the new gods, which is, there was the old pantheon of gods, the Greek gods, Athena, Zeus, all them. Old gods. The new gods, High Father, Metron, Orion. Hell, Big Barda was part of that. But she was on the opposite end. She was part of like the other portion. Metron has what's called the Mobius chair. The Mobius chair allows him to see all, know all, and be able to access any bit of information in the multiverse. He is literally the god of knowledge. He knows everything. He's been everywhere. And he has cosmic awareness as well. And he doesn't have cosmic manipulation, but he knows everything. He knows the plan of the whole cosmic plan that's going on. So he has a lot of powers. He has a lot of powers, all knowledge based. Now, Thanos, we're not talking Infinity Gauntlet Thanos. We're talking base Thanos.
Yeah,
Thanos, he's a strong guy, and he's smart, and he's very durable, and he's really strong. But, I'm almost. I say Metron because it's real difficult to defeat someone who knows everything.
Yeah, I'm going Metron too. I'm 100% going Metron because on the literal only basis that Metron knows the future. That's the only reason why I'm going Metron. Metron knows the future. Because otherwise, like, Thanos would punch a hole through Metron.
Oh yeah.
Punch a hole through him. 100%.
Mhm.
And it's even more unfair if we take away the Mobius chair. If we take away the Mobius chair, Metron is a dead man. He is a dead man. But
That Mobius chair.
Just because he has the Mobius chair and he can see into the future and knows what you're gonna do and knows everything you've ever thought in your entire existence, I have to give it to Metron. I have to give it to Metron.
All right, so Metron it is.
Yeah, he
even
has,
Dave agrees.
Dave
agrees.
Even Dave agrees. Exactly. He has the preparation like of Batman with none of the time that Batman needs to prepare.
That's not even a fair match. Batman can't see in the future.
Exactly. That's the whole point. Because he can see into the future, has that genius level intellect, new god physiology. The man is Batman on steroids, but with powers. Like, that's literally it.
And let's not forget, because he's on the Mobius chair, he's immortal.
And he's immortal. Exactly.
And he's immortal. Now, Thanos is not immortal. He just ages really slow.
No, Thanos is immortal.
Oh, he is? Okay, I thought he was just...
No. The Marvel version of death banned him from ever dying. As like a cosmic, yes, exactly. Or more likely a cosmic restraining order, because Thanos is a bit of a creep. He was stalking her. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, and then I remember, and then Deadpool.
I need you to cool yourself down, and you need to back the hell up away from me. And well, it led to her banning him from dying. So that's kind of a thing now. So he's
all right.
Yeah, he can't die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, next matchup. Good matchup. Next one. Okay, good. So we agreed on something. Now, we have Radiant Black. Now, we're talking the first Radiant Black, because if you're reading the series, spoilers, first guy who played Radiant Black, died. But he didn't die. So, we're going to talk the first guy who put on the whole uniform.
Give Chad a rundown of his powers, because he is a bit of a more obscure character.
And another obscure character, Jaime Reyes, Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
So we thought of this one because these are two very inexperienced heroes. They are very inexperienced. They're very young as well. So Radiant Black's powers include electrokinesis, so he can shoot bolts of electricity. He also has limited energy projection abilities. He also has limited energy absorption abilities as well. The series is still ongoing, so we haven't seen the true extent to these powers, but these are the powers that he's had, along with higher influences of strength, flight, durability. He has superhuman levels, but not like high superhuman levels. And then you have Blue Beetle. Yes. So Blue Beetle has the Scarab, which gives him his power. The Scarab is a cosmic. It's another kind of like cosmic force, not force, but like artifact. There we go.
Artifact, yeah.
It's a cosmic artifact that was made by a wizard. Again, lots of wizards. But what it does is it doesn't take over the person's personality, but it exerts its influence over its host, which is Jaime Reyes, and it grants him, it doesn't grant him flight, but it does grant him superhuman durability, strength, and he can use it to conjure any weapon he wants.
He has flown with it, though. It has, made, wings or a jetpack on him. I remember that.
But it doesn't doesn't grant him flight, but it allows him to fly through wings or
Wings and stuff.
conjure or make an artifact. So as long as it's attached to him, it can make it can make his hand into a giant spear. It can make a jetpack on his back. It can make wings. That way he can fly. But the scarab itself does not allow flight. So we're talking an electrically powered. We're talking one person who's got electrical powers and energy powers, both limited, mind you, both limited. With super strength, with super strength and like durability, and another one with super strength, durability, all that good stuff. But the ability to conjure any object. In this case,
My money's on Blue Beetle.
I'm saying Blue Beetle too.
My money's on Blue Beetle for sure. And
I'm saying Blue Beetle because A, he might not have as much experience, but he has more.
I'm not even just going off of that. The scarab alone, no matter who was in the suit, I think the scarab would win. I think because the scarab has battle analysis adaptation, which is essentially having the experience of like all the world's heroes, any battle history, literally all of that in one. And even if, let's say, Jaime Reyes gets knocked out, even if he gets knocked out, the scarab can still fight with his body and take over. Yeah, I'm thinking Blue Beetle for sure.
Blue Beetle
for sure. Also, Real Rude, do not give up on that YouTube channel. Definitely read on your channel live. If people listen to Comics Explained, essentially read comics online, you could also do that too. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah. And remember, man, don't like, YouTube is important, but you got to read your books too. You got to read your books. You need to, because if you're not reading your books, why are you buying them?
True.
Even if you're a week behind, who cares? You know?
Yeah.
Like, if somebody says something about a book that I haven't read, just hit the mute button. That's all. You'll get more satisfaction out of reading and giving your own opinion than you will not reading and hearing someone else's.
Absolutely.
Because then you'll be able to get into the conversation, go into the comments section, go into the live chat, whatever it is, you'll be able to do your thing.
Absolutely. So, don't give up on that YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Don't give up on your reading. Even if you're a few weeks behind, not a problem. It's always more enjoyable when you experience it yourself.
And we are coming to matchup number 9, which is Captain Atom versus the mutant Vulcan.
All right.
Now,
disclaimer, I love Captain Atom.
Yes, he does.
Just a disclaimer. I love Captain Atom. So underrated.
Oh, yeah. Captain Atom is a highly underrated. He is very underrated. Very, very underrated. But I don't know. After reading Vulcan's powers, man, he's got mind manipulation.
Yep.
And he's got telekinesis. And he has resistance to telepathic attacks, towards telepathic suggestions. I give it to Vulcan because of that. And that's the only reason. Because Captain Atom cannot do that. And unlike Vulcan, Captain Atom is vulnerable. Because if his suit gets damaged, he blows up. and Vulcan could just, even if that was like a last resort kamikaze, Vulcan could just absorb that energy. No problem.
I agree. Here's the thing. I 100% agree with you. And I do think that Vulcan would win. However, I want to play devil's advocate. Now, hear me out.
Okay.
Captain Atom, in one of his later runs, I want to say it was the New 52 run. But Captain Atom didn't even have a suit at that time. He was literally just like Dr. Manhattan, right?
Mm-hmm.
That version of him goes on to become a god.
I am aware of that.
Right? You remember that run? So, do you think that version of Captain Atom
No, that version, kick his ass any day of the week.
would kick Vulcan's ass, right?
That version, yes. The
Agreed.
New 52 Atom is so overpowered.
Agreed.
So overpowered.
Okay.
But right now, Captain Atom's dead in current continuity.
Yes.
The Captain Atom from Earth Prime is dead. Unfortunately, he was not one of the ones that was resurrected when the universe was rebooted after Death Metal.
Yeah, sad times.
Yeah, so he's gone. But the New 52 version would win. I mean, New 52 Captain Atom versus fucking Dr. Manhattan would be an excellent
battle.
That'd be an excellent battle for another time.
Yeah.
So,
part 2.
So we're going. So New 52 Captain Atom wins, but pre New 52 loses.
Loses. Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to preface that because I love Captain Atom, so I couldn't just let him go and lose and not let it be known that if he had a different version of him, he could win.
I know.
Everyone likes to make fun of Captain Atom, but he has some potential. So he's just been written in a very bland way for the most of the characters' like existence. He's just been written in a really like bland, boring way. They didn't give him what he deserved.
Now, if they make it so that way he doesn't need the suit, or the suit is used as a containment device for him to where his suit isn't necessary, like if his suit gets ripped, then he doesn't have like a physical body, I would be cool with that. That would be like OP, but it's not. So
no, it's not.
No, womp, womp, womp. All right. Last one. And this is going to be a fun one. So we all know what show just ended, right? Loki. So we have Loki. We're going to do a versus battle with Loki. But you're never going to be able to guess who he's up against. Loki versus Mixer Mixapitalik. Or Mr. Mixelpick. However you want to call him. Loki versus Mr. Mixapitalik. Now, Loki, we're going to go over his powers a little bit. So, I'll have you do Loki and I'll do the other guy.
Okay, Loki's powers. Superhuman strength, dense tissue durability, etc. Healing factor, stamina, longevity, sorcery, he has telekinesis, mystical energy blast, force field, illusion casting, teleportation, psionics, shape-shifting, transmutation, physical enhancement, enchantment, has genius level intellect, and he is a master martial artist, skilled combatant, Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's his things.
And Mr. Mixelpick is a fifth dimensional being. Man, you really digging out from the vault.
Yeah, real.
So, so
We
Mr.
tried to give him
Mixelpick is
some
a
old ones.
silver age. He's like a golden age, silver age guy. But they made he's he's a Superman villain, but he's like a lovable one at the same time, kind of. He's
No, definitely lovable. Don't do kinda. He's definitely lovable.
all right, fine. So Mr. Mixelpick is a fifth dimensional imp. He's able to, and when he's in the third dimension, which is our dimension, he has the ability to do anything, be anything, do anything. He has full level matter manipulation, full level molecular manipulation, full level universal manipulation on a cosmic scale, on a universal, on a multiversal scale. He is literally able to do anything. He can shape the universe in any way he sees fit. He can do anything. Now, with that power set, he's also an idiot.
He's a very big idiot. Very big idiot.
He's an idiot.
That's what makes him lovable. He's so stupid, but he's so powerful.
So there was a comic with him and Batmite, who is Batman's version of.
I love Dave. He's still voting Loki. I love that.
he's still, of course, he is. So Batmite is like Batman's version of Mr. Mixelpick, but like instead of Mr. Mixelpick trying to get in Superman's way, Batmite is like, I want to be Batman. They're both fifth dimensional imps. So there was a comic where they both pitted each other against each other and destroyed the universe. Mind you, the multiverse.
Yeah.
Multiple times, and then just set it back like nothing happened. And the heroes were like, did something just happen? I feel a little weird. Oh, I guess it's nothing. And then they went on with their daily lives. So they have that level of manipulation. It is crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
But Mr. Mixelpick's an idiot.
He's an idiot. He's a dummy.
He's an idiot. There's an Emperor Joker storyline where he gave Joker, instead of giving Joker like 2% of his powers, he gave Joker 98%. So the Joker was able to trick this guy. Yeah. So that's how big of an idiot he is. Yeah. I mean, if we're talking power set, he would wipe the floor with Loki.
But Loki's so smart.
I know. Loki is so smart. He would definitely figure out a way to take his powers.
Yeah. So my money is on Loki for the pure reasoning. Besides me and Dave loving the Loki show, the fact that he's a genius level intellect.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Mixelpitalik has literally had to, like, every time he like gets sent back to his fifth dimension, it's because he says his name the right way. Loki would definitely be able to trick him into getting his powers and then trick him into saying his own name to get him sent back without his powers.
Mm-hmm.
So my money is on Loki. He's a master manipulator. So
yeah. That's why I would say Loki, unless he pisses him off like right off the gate. But the thing is that he probably wouldn't do that because he'd see the powers that this guy has and be like, "Yo, how can I get them?"
Yeah, Wong, you need to get on that Loki show, man. You're missing out. It was pretty crazy. No spoilers for me, but you need to watch that. It really sets up part 4 of The MCU pretty good. So you need to get on that.
I've heard it's good.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's definitely something that's going to be like that. It's going to have a huge impact for things moving forward.
I've heard.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
yeah,
Loki for sure. And
I'll say Loki. Yeah.
When I brought it up to you, you were like, "No way, Loki's getting his ass kicked."
But
But
thinking about it,
yeah,
Loki will win.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not a fight. It's not a fight of power sets or strength. It's a fight of intellect. And just because he's stupid, he loses out. Probably lose all his powers too.
I know, and that's the really sad part is that he is so powerful, but he's such an idiot. And it's just like it makes me want to just I don't even know. Like
Yeah, I know.
Such an idiot, but so powerful. He could.
That's what makes him a lovable Superman villain. Because whenever he was like show up in the comics, he's not doing anything malicious. You know what I mean? He's not blowing up, any cities, taking anybody hostage and killing them. Like he's not doing anything crazy. He's literally like, "Hey, I'm a little bored, so I'm just going to cause a little bit of mischief, and then I'm going to go home. I'm just going to keep me entertained for a little bit, and then I'm going to go. We're going to act like nothing happened, and it was all cool and fun and games, and that was it." You know,
the best thing I can compare Mr. Mixelpick to like Q from Star Trek. Like he's so powerful he could do anything, but he turns out to just be a nuisance.
Yeah.
Although Q does have a little bit more guile. He has a lot more guile.
There's a lot more guile.
But like they're both. It's just like you could do so much worse. But you're just like, hey, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I'm like,
yeah.
Oh God, yeah. So Loki will.
Loki wins that one.
Loki does indeed win that one. Yep.
Nice. I told you.
You did. You did.
Feels so good.
You did.
Right. Feels so good.
Of course it does. Oh man.
Yeah.
But that was definitely fun. That's all we came up with 10. You know, that was 10. It feels like it wasn't even that long.
That's because we had a lot of fights that we had to push because it was too situational.
Yeah.
And even when coming up with it, it didn't seem like it would have been like besides like the Adam Eve and Killer Frost one. But like the rest of them, Death and Endless, Lucifer Morningstar, Taskmaster, Moon Knight, I didn't really think of those being so situational. They definitely are, for sure.
Oh yeah, it gets absolutely crazy.
And Blue Marvel versus Black Adam too. That was also another good one.
Yeah, that one. I feel like that's a real push.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a real push just because like they're both really smart, but like you have Blue Marvel's overpowered abilities versus Black Adam's super intelligence.
Yeah.
It's just like
yeah.
Because he would, I have a feeling if he realized he was losing, he would try and cut a deal. He'd figure out some way to do something.
Yeah.
Because that's what he did. Because remember, that's what he did with the Justice League.
Yeah.
The Justice League was after he was in a thorn in their side, and then he cut a deal with the Justice League just to be like, "Yo,
let me operate in my own country. That's it.
Yep, I'm gonna do my thing. You do your thing." And that's it.
That's it. We're done. Yeah, no, I agree. I think he definitely would cut a deal. And the thing is, I feel like Black Adam would agree with the deal. Like he'd be okay with cutting some type of deal. You know what I mean? But another reason why I think it's so hard to beat like Blue Marvel is that he has no weaknesses besides like this one what do you call it, stone or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he has no real, he's not like he has a magic affinity, you know what I mean? Like he has no real issues besides that like stone thing, which is like found in a completely different dimension. You know what, you know what I mean? It's in a completely different dimension. It's not even like kryptonite where you're like, I just happen to be rich enough to acquire this space rock that I could use to kill Superman. Like you'll never be able to get this material. You can't be like, oh, I'm just gonna go to this different dimension real quick with my billions of dollars and go into this zone, pick up some space like different zone metal, bring it back so I can kill Blue
Zone metal.
Yeah, that's just not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like
no, it won't.
So at that point, you basically have no weaknesses, and the only thing that's can stop you is if someone goes, "Hey, wait a minute, let's talk this out." like, that's pretty much it.
I have a feeling like Black Adam with that would try and talk it out and be like, "Wait, hold on," and they would cut a deal, and then right when the deal was just about to go down, he would just kill him.
Yeah, you think? I think that's a huge possibility for sure.
It's his style. It really is.
It's his style for sure. It is his style.
But like, we had some great matchups.
Yeah, we did. We really.
I'm really happy. Yeah, I'm really happy with this.
Nice.
I'm really happy with these.
I had a good time. I feel like chat learned a lot of things tonight. Chat learned a lot of new things tonight.
Yo, you'll be surprised, man, on the rewind, because there's another show going on right now, which I was a dumbass and was like, oh, I don't want to step on any other show's toes, and I have a different schedule now because I got a new job. Yeah, I didn't realize until earlier today. I'm like, welp, encroaching on the nerd herd. Sorry, guys. But that's why we're going to make it 9 p.m. next week. That way it goes an hour, and by the time I'm done, I could be like, hey, everybody, let's go all over to the herd, and then go.
And go to the herd, yep.
There we go. But
nice.
This was a great discussion. I really appreciate you first off agreeing to come on. It seems like you got some fans, man. You might need to start a YouTube channel now.
Yeah, maybe. For what's going on here in chat, I might have to. Rude. I completely forgot that the herd was on. I like that, Rude. I like that. Yo, it's nice to see you too, HK.
Hey, Sheena, there she goes. She's in I see all these guys everywhere. Like if I'm in a chat with them or they're on my show, like they are legitimately everywhere, which is the right way to go.
Absolutely.
Everybody supports everybody. You got to start posting more shit on Instagram. Who knows? Maybe you'll get a YouTube channel going. Just be like, yo, guys, this is what I thought. I thought this was fucking stupid as hell.
That's literally how I would be when I would come into work and I'd be like, Rob, this was ridiculous. Let's talk about this.
Oh, yeah. Feel like, yo, did you hear about this? Yo, all right, we're gonna talk about it real quick. And I'm like, well, there goes my afternoon productivity right there.
Afternoon of productivity. Like, no way were we getting anything done because we had to talk this thing to death. Yeah, absolutely. Every time we were on work together.
Oh yeah, and it was fantastic. I mean, the one time you stopped in before I quit, I was like, all right, guys, 3 hours. We got nothing to do. We're just gonna just stand and be like, all right.
Talk.
Oh boy. Yeah.
It was good times.
Oh yeah.
We had some good times for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It sucks you couldn't make it for the last day.
Yeah.
I know you weren't feeling well.
I was sick for like 2 weeks. I want you to know that. I was sick for like 2 weeks. It was terrible. I was so upset because like it literally like came at me out of nowhere. Wednesday night, I was like dead. Thursday, I was dead, double dead. It was awful. My job, I tried to go into work, and my job was like, "Why are you here? Go home."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wanna be here. I wanna do my job, guys. The cases, and they're like, no, COVID, go home. And I'm like, but I don't have COVID. They're like, we don't care. Go home. I was like, oh, okay, you got it. You're the boss. You know when you like do that, like get the finger guns? I was like, yeah, you're the boss. Like, I'll get out of here.
Like the weak finger guns, just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the pea shooters.
They they like called me the next day, like, hey, how are you feeling? I was like, oh, and they were like, oh, you sound terrible. Go back to sleep. Like, hang up the phone. It was a whole thing. It was so funny. But like, yeah, I really tried my best to, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. But how was the movie? I still haven't seen it.
I liked it.
You did? I've heard very mixed things. I've
But
heard very, very mixed things.
if you're a stickler for like the characters, you're probably gonna hate it.
Really?
If you're a stickler for Taskmaster, yeah. By the way, we're talking about Black Widow now.
Yeah, we're talking about Black Widow.
So if you're a stickler for the,
if you haven't seen the movie, don't worry, we're not gonna have any spoilers because I also have not seen the movie.
like, if you're a stickler for the characters, like, you might not like it, especially Taskmaster.
I heard they did Taskmaster dirty.
But Red Guardian, what you see of him in the trailer on how he's like another lovable idiot,
yeah,
expect that. He's so awesome.
I heard that the movie was average at best, but because of the placement of where it was, of when it was released, it's kind of like, what is the point of this movie? Because we know that Black Widow died last one. Why did we do this at all?
Yeah, I feel like that. Like, everyone's schedule got fucked up because of COVID. So, like,
yeah,
everything, DC, Marvel, everything.
Yeah.
So, not even a little bit, just like a lot,
for sure.
But hey, that's okay. When you see it eventually, hopefully you like it. But I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you'll hear my complaining if I don't like it. I'll reach out to you and complain to you.
Oh, that is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
You still got to watch some of the DC animated movies that have come out. I don't think you haven't seen the Justice Society, have you?
No, I haven't seen the Justice Society.
And you haven't seen Long Halloween Part 1, Part 2 coming out soon. You need to see them.
Yeah, I haven't. I haven't seen it, actually.
Oh, Dave, just go up in the chat. I dropped the link before. Actually, wait. Let me see. Do I still have it? Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Dave. Yeah.
So that's KHAMA's Instagram. He's got a grand total of 3 posts that have nothing to do with anything. I'm hoping this guy actually does some stuff now.
Hey, maybe I will. If not for you, Rob, probably for Dave. I might just do it for Dave, man. Just being honest.
All right. Well, on that note, it's 11 o'clock at night. I'm going to thank everybody for coming by. I got this guy's Instagram in the chat. So you're watching this on the replay. You'll see it.
Go on and follow me. Have a good time. We'll talk. Reach out. We'll talk comments. We'll talk MMA. We'll talk anything, man. I'm open.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
See you soon, guys.
And on that note, I'm going to do my little intro, which has my old logo, because I'm still waiting for somebody to do an animation for me. And don't worry, it'll be done. It'll be done. But you know what? Actually, I'm gonna end on something different.
One more time.